Electric cars with the longest range. Is range anxiety getting you down? These cars have the cure. Hello and welcome back to Automotive Class, the ultimate destination for all things electric cars and their remarkable range of capabilities. If you're passionate about the future of automotive technology and crave the thrill of pushing boundaries, you're in the right place. Join us as we delve deep into the world of electric vehicles, explore cutting-edge innovations, and discover the electric cars that go the extra mile, quite literally. The longest range electric cars are well worth investing in if you're going electric and plan on doing a lot of driving. The fact is, recharging on the road is a lot more inconvenient than finding a gas station, especially if you're in an area with shoddy public charging infrastructure. While certain cheap electric cars offer slightly more than 100 miles of range, the long-range electric car market has been growing pretty rapidly. It's not uncommon to find a car offering over 300 miles of range, and a few ultra-premium models offer upwards of 500 plus miles on a single charge. Here are the longest range electric cars you can buy right now. Kia EV6 310 miles. One of the newest electric cars to hit the streets, the Kia EV6 manages to offer up to 310 miles of range for less than you'd expect compared to other automakers. However, the $41,400 starting price tag will only get you 232 miles. You'll have to pay at least $47,500 for a Wind R WD model if you want the full 310. Still, for that money, you'll also get an AR heads-up display, Kia's radar-based highway driving assist 2 autonomous driver assistance system, and a car that can handle up to 350 kilowatt recharging sessions. According to Kia, that will take you from 10-80% in just 18 minutes, provided you can find one that fast. Ford Mustang Mach-E 312 miles. Ford's first proper electric car was incredibly well received, and it's not difficult to see why. Not only is it speedy, but the Ford Mustang Mach-E can travel up to 312 miles on a fully charged battery. Or rather, the California Route 1 model can, and that'll cost you at least $63,575. The cheapest model, the $54,975 Mach-E Premium, unfortunately only offers 247 miles of maximum range at that price point. This particular model has a 4.8-second 0 to 60 time, a panoramic glass roof, a 15.5-inch portrait touchscreen, and control dial, which we like, and all the perks of an SUV build. It may not be a proper Mustang, but it still has everything else that counts. Rivian R1T 314 miles. The Rivian R1T was one of the first electric trucks to hit the streets and has so far proven to be incredibly popular. Looking at the car's specs, it's easy to see why. Despite being a pretty hefty-sized truck, the R1T can still offer up to 314 miles of range on a single charge, provided you pay for the large pack battery. But range isn't everything. The ER1T can tow up to 11,000 pounds of cargo, includes trailer assistance and level 2 autonomous driving, and offers a whopping 4 motors on its most expensive model. That means all 4 wheels can move independently of each other, which will be useful for any off-roading or extreme situations you find yourself in. If trucks aren't your thing, then the Rivian R1S SUV has its older sibling beat, but only just. The R1S has up to 316 miles of range, and many of the same features and specs as the ER1T. Rivian R1S 316 miles. Deliveries for Rivian's all-electric SUV are underway, packing in 316 miles. That's 2 miles more than the Rivian R1T. Despite the fact, both it and the Rivian R1S share the same battery and powertrain. That goes to show how many different factors can affect a range calculation. The R1S is a sportier vehicle than the R1T, but the SUV still packs in a lot of the same features and experiences as its elder sibling. There are up to 7,700 lbs of towing weight, Rivian's driver plus autonomous driver assistance, a 0 to 60 time of 3 seconds, and an option to have up to 4 electric motors, 1 for each wheel. Prices start at $78,000, though the more frivolous options will cost you quite a bit more. Ford F-150 Lightning, 320 miles. Ford's F-Series truck continues the best-selling vehicle in American history, so there's been a lot of pressure for the electric F-150 Lightning to do well. Fortunately, its range does not disappoint, with the long-range models offering the chance to travel 320 miles on a single charge. But while the cheapest F-150 Lightning is $51,974, This model only offers 230 miles of range. The cheapest model with 320 miles of range is the XLT model with the 131 kilowatt extended range battery option, which will set you back at least $80,417. But that larger battery also has slightly faster charging. A 150 kilowatt charger can add 54 miles in 10 minutes and recharge from 15 to 80% in 41 minutes. The standard battery takes 44 minutes. Ford is also said to be testing a portable range extender, which could add extra miles to your range mid-drive. However, we currently don't have any details on when this might be available, how much extra power it offers, or how much it will cost. BMW X drive 5,324 miles. The BMW X has an awful lot going for it, including the fact it's capable of traveling up to 324 miles on a single charge. That's all thanks to the 111.5 kilowatt battery, which can recharge at up to 200 kilowatt speeds and recoup 90 miles of range in just 10 minutes, or go from 10 to 80% in 40 minutes if you're willing to hang around for a bit. The XM60 may have the xDrive 50 beaten on performance. With a 0 to 60 time of 3.6 seconds versus 4.4 seconds, it has a reduced 280 miles of range. Which would you prefer, speed or the ability to drive an extra 44 miles without taking a break? You can get a lot done in 44 miles after all. GMC Hummer EV1, 329 miles. The GMC Hummer EV's gargantuan size does not do much for energy efficiency, with a rating of 47 miles per gallon equivalent. The Tesla Model X is 9786 amperison, but its size means the Hummer has space for a gigantic 212.7 kilowatt battery, almost double the size of the likes of the Mercedes EQs. That means the truck can offer a maximum range of 329 miles. Of course, that's only if you somehow manage to get the Hummer EV Edition on, which has been sold out for the better part of a year. Fortunately, the next models, the EV3X and EV2X, promise to have over 300 miles in the pickup and SUV variants. Hummer still offers premium features with the electric Hummer, including General Motors' Super Cruise autonomous driving system, the only one on the market that lets you take your hands off the wheel. It also has a 0 to 60 time of 3 seconds, which is impressive for a vehicle weighing over 4.5 tons, and up to 350 kilowatt charging speeds. Model Y long range 330 miles. The black sheep of the Tesla family. Model Y standard model was canceled due to its comparatively short range. Still, the long-range Model Y is one of the best out there, pushing out 330 miles on a single charge. It's got all the usual Tesla goodies, including autopilot, the optional full self-driving module, and supercharger access. That means you can regain up to 162 miles in 15 minutes at peak charging speed. 0 to 60 happens in a Model X beating 3.5 seconds. And you have 76 cubic feet of storage space to work with. All in all, not bad going. Tesla Model X 348 miles. Tesla's largest car is also no slouch when it comes to range, though the Model X SUV can't compete with the sleek aerodynamics of its sedan-shaped siblings. Still, with 348 miles on the standard model and 333 miles on the Plaid, you'll be going a heck of a long way on a single charge. The supercharger network will always be there as well, letting the Model X recoup 175 miles in 15 minutes. On top of that, you have autopilot and optional full self-driving, 5,000 pounds of towing capacity, Falcon wing doors, and 91 cubic feet of storage space. And despite its bulk, the Model X can also handle 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds, meaning it's not disappointing in the performance department. Mercedes EQ S 350 miles. Until the Mercedes EQE arrives, with 410 miles of range. The current range champion in Stuttgart is the Mercedes EQS. Unfortunately, the US model comes off a little worse for wear since it only has 350 miles, compared to the 453 miles advertised in Europe. That's with the same size battery, and shows how much of an impact the different range testing standards can have. Still, 350 miles is a lot, and it's all thanks to the EQS 107.8 kilowatt battery. Also, the longest range model has a 0 to 60 time of 5.5 seconds, 329 horsepower, 200 kilowatt rapid charging, and a top speed of up to 130 miles per hour. The EQS also comes with the option to have Mercedes MVU X Hyperscreen, complete with 3 displays under a single piece of 56-inch glass, and various driver assistance packages that include active lane keeping. Tesla Model 3 long range 358 miles. The cheapest Tesla model on the market also comes with some of the automaker's longest range. The Tesla Model 3 long range offers up to 358 miles of driving on a single charge, while access to superchargers can restore up to 175 miles of range after just 15 minutes. The Tesla Model 3 long range also has a top speed of 145 miles per hour, a 0 to 60 time of 4.2 seconds, and comes with autopilot as standard. Full self-driving is also a $52,000 optional extra, and like all other Tesla cars on the market, can be purchased through a $200 a month subscription. Tesla Model S 405 miles. The Tesla Model S Plaid may be the current flagship, but the standard Model S still has its beat on the range, with up to 405 miles per charge, provided you get the smaller 19-inch wheels. The Tesla Model S is one of the best electric cars for long-distance driving, especially when you consider there are thousands of 250 kilowatt superchargers across the US. The Model S also comes with autopilot as standard, with the option to spend $15,000 for the full self-driving add-on and some really solid performance. A top speed of 155 miles per hour and a 0 to 60 time of 3.1 seconds are on the cards. The pricier Model S Plaid does beat it there, with a 1.99 second 0 to 60 time and a 200 mph top speed, but it only has 396 miles of range. Not a huge difference, but every mile does count. Lucid Air Dream Edition, range 520 miles. The car with the highest possible range is the Lucid Air Dream Edition, range, which clocks in at 520 miles. Unfortunately, this particular model has been sold out for months, meaning anyone with enough cash to spare would have to opt for the Lucid Air Grand Touring, which offers a 516-mile range. 4 miles difference isn't the end of the world, though it's a shame prices start at an eye-watering $139,000. But range isn't all the Lucid Air has to offer. The Dream Edition range has up to 1111 horsepower and a 0 to 60 time of 2.5 to 2.7 seconds. Meanwhile, the Grand Touring has 819 horsepower in its long-range configuration and a 3-second 0 to 60 time. Both cars have the same 168 miles per hour top speed, 300 kilowatt charging, and LiDAR-based driver assistance feature that can be updated over the air. It's specs like this that make us wonder what the upcoming performance-centric Lucid Air Sapphire will be able to do. Here's hoping the range doesn't take too much of a hit. Thanks for tuning into this electrifying episode of Automotive Class. If you're as awestruck by the impressive range of electric cars as we are, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Stay charged up, stay informed, and join us next time as we continue our journey into the electrifying world of automotive excellence. Until then, drive safe and go the distance.